Hey, good morning everyone. This is Eddie from Eddie's Customs and Restorations. Going off to a bad start this morning. Got in my car and Service Stabilitrak is on and the car is running like absolute garbage. It's got a rough idle. It has even a slight, ever so slight knock, and I'm gonna be quiet here so y'all can kind of listen for this. And if you notice, it's not a consistent, you know, it doesn't gradually go up. It actually kind of like, you know, it kind of goes like a bit of a, what's that word? Like a machine gun kind of thing. It doesn't really sound normal, you know. So anyway, hooked up my scan tool, and my scan tool says, I got a injector circuit open on cylinder 2 and a misfire at cylinder 2. Okay, so also system 2 lean on bank 2. Okay, so bank 2 is where cylinder 2 is, of course, and it's going to be on the passenger side. So on a Chevy, you start off with 1, which is the head that is furthest forward to the front of the car. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the car off. So the head that is furthest forward is the one that consists of cylinder 1, and then from there on a Chevy it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how it goes on a Chevy. Okay. Well, to figure this out, I'm gonna run a couple of go through a series of steps here. When it has to do with a misfire, what do you need to make a cylinder fire? You need air, you need gas, and you need spark, and of course compression, right? But it's air, gas, and spark. That's what produces your explosion, you know, your combustion. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the injector first, which I already did right now. All I did was, we're going to pretend that this right here is an injector. So you're going to grab a screwdriver, put it at the end of the injector, and on this side of the screwdriver, on the handle, you're going to put your ear to that. Okay, and if you listen to that one injector that it's saying that it's a bad injector, you'll hear the little you know, you'll hear little clicks because that injector is firing. Okay, this happened because I turned the car off. So if you hear that, that tells you that the injector is cycling. It is spraying, or it's trying to anyways. So of course you could still have a clogged injector that is firing, but it is clogged, so it's not delivering any fuel. Okay, so in my case, my injector is firing because I did hear that it is clicking consistently, just like all the other injectors. Alright, so now the next thing to check is for spark. So what I'm going to look for here is that the moment that I disconnect that spark plug wire, I should see a difference in the idle of the car. So the car should kind of like if it's got a consistent dun 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 dun, and I disconnect the spark plug wire, it's gonna go you know, it's gonna drop idle a little bit, and then the moment that I plug the cable back in, the spark plug wire, it should go you know, wake back up, because I'm delivering spark to that cylinder again. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here I'm at the engine bay again, and I disconnected this deal right here. So all you do is depress that little button right there, and then at the same time while pressing it you pull it out. Okay, and you just pull it out of the way like so. Then twist this guy and it comes out. Just get that guy out of the way and just pull up with your finger. And you might need two hands to do this, but yeah, you just pull that cover off. It's just got two little hooks over there where you just slide it off. So yeah, just pull it out. Okay, so now that you've done that, go ahead and put this guy back in. You don't want any dirt or debris going into your oil. Okay, so got me a pair of pliers because it is really hot. I kind of drove to the auto parts store right now, so just go ahead and wiggle that spark plug wire off. Okay, so our goal here is, right now that when the car is running, I'm gonna set this cable really close to this coil. This right here is the coil. What I'm pointing at with my pliers, that is the coil that delivers spark to the spark plug wire. Okay, and then it goes down to the bottom and to the spark plug, and then spark plug fires and causes the combustion in the cylinder. Okay, so our goal here is to figure out if we have any spark from this coil going to this plug wire. Now, if we do, we should also notice a difference in change to the sound of the vehicle. Okay, so it should, like I said, go you know, if it's purring, it'll be like da 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 da, and then the moment that I disconnect the cable, like I did, it should go like da 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 da, and then the moment that we give it a little bit spark again, it should go da 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 da. You know, just you should hear a sound difference, you know, fluctuation in sound, meaning that the spark plug is actually doing its job, because of course we're gonna see spark here if the coil is good. So if it is, we'll see a sound change as well. So let me get the car fired up and I'll come back. All right, here we are again. The spark plug wire flew this way. So I'm gonna move it with a piece of wood, because if you move it with something that's metal, you will get shocked. Okay. Come here. Let me get this guy and then I'll get you back on. Okay, I managed to get him. And okay, you see that? That right there is delivering spark. And the engine sounds exactly the same. I should hear a change. I should hear a change once I touch and then move it away and push it there. I should be hearing a fluctuation in sound to this motor. It is not creating a difference in sound, so that tells me that that spark plug is dead and not doing its job. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the spark plug, and then I'll check, and then I'll cut back in. All right, so I went ahead and replaced it. Here's my old plug. It's a 5/8. So you'll need a 5/8 socket, preferably one with a sleeve in there that's actually meant for spark plugs. If you don't, you can actually get a little piece of hose, a little rubber hose about this size more or less, and stick it up in there, and that actually serves as a spark plug socket assist, you know, for the spark plug. And one thing to note, when you're pulling one of these off, these have a tendency of liking to rip up from the inside. On both ends, actually, I've seen it happen on both ends. That little metal piece in there tends to like to break off and stay on. So the best way to take these off is grab a hold of it from here, get you know, a cloth or a shop rag or something, and grab onto it from there and wiggle it up and down, side to side, go in circles and everything. Keep wiggling it and take your time with it, and eventually it'll just pop right off. Same thing goes on this side. You know I did it with some pliers, but if it did not come off that easy, I would have started to wiggle it off, because like I said, these have a tendency of breaking off. So anyway, I went ahead and replaced the plug. It's right down there, and I'm gonna get this hooked back up. I'm gonna start the vehicle and see if we see the difference that I was talking about earlier. Hopefully that was the problem. All right, got the car fired up. Here's my piece of wood, and let's see if we hear a difference. Difference, but let me go ahead and hook this up, see if maybe we're having a little too much crankcase ventilation, so we're not hearing much of a difference here. Let's give this another go. Go ahead and plug this guy in, and you know what? All right, we're back in the car. Service Stabilitrak is still on, so let's go ahead and shut the car off. I'm outside here of a gas station. All right, I'm just gonna plug it in. I really don't want to get shocked today, so I'm gonna plug it in. All right, let's start it up and see, because every now and again, when you got a little bit of that spark escaping, it won't create that difference in sound. Oh yeah, that seems a lot better. All right, trunk is open, hood is open, fuel level low, chicken, yeah, change oil, I gotta change my oil. And service Stabilitrak is off. Let's see if my misfire is still there. No, that sounds good. See the difference in sound? Watch, I'm gonna just ease into the gas. That is steady. No more misfire. Let's got all my kids' toys in the car. I'm gonna hook up my scan tool right quick. All right, just to verify. Let's see if our codes are gone. That's still there. All right, so let's clear it, because now we feel that we have addressed the situation and the problem. So let's clear that code. Yes, let's clear it. Yes. Data cleared successfully. All right, let's data trouble codes confirmed. No codes anymore. Problem is now fixed. Well guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this video solves your problem too. If it tells you that you got an injector problem, check your spark first. Apparently For some reason, the computer thinks it's an injector, but in reality, it could be anything else. It's just, guys, when you go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone, this is a whole other topic, but when you go to any auto parts store and they start telling you, oh, your problem is this, just because of what the computer says, don't always believe them. Why? Because what all this scan tool does is it gives you a direction of where to look. Okay, because first it was telling me that I had issues with my Stabilitrak. That is about my suspension and about, you know, like if to stay in control of your car and this and that. That has nothing to do with the way the car runs. But I had that light on there. So if you ask a guy at O'Reilly's or any auto parts store that does not have a lot of experience and they see that symbol, that Stabilitrak, first thing they're going to tell you is, oh, well, your ABS sensors are probably bad, and you know, you got to replace your sensors because you can lose control of the car and this and that. You know, they don't know. You need this. You need a scan tool. You can't just go off of what the car's telling you here. You need to analyze all information that it's giving you. And if you got a code for injectors and you got a misfire, the most important one here is the misfire. When you have a misfire, that means there is a problem. Either you're losing gas or you're losing spark, or there could be something in that cylinder that's bad. And if it's telling you exactly what cylinder, in our case it was telling us cylinder 2, we went straight to cylinder 2 and started revising and checking, troubleshooting on that cylinder. This gave us the direction of where to go. It told us the incorrect thing. You know, it said we had a bad injector, but we did not have a bad injector. We had a bad spark plug. That's all we had. That was a $9 fix, you know, and you get back on the road. Of course, by this time, in my case, I got, well, it doesn't tell me, but I got 73,000 miles on the car. It's pretty well due for spark plugs. You want to change your spark plugs, getting close to 100,000 miles. On the safe side, yeah, do them at 70. If you get iridium plugs, those are the best plugs pretty much that you can get. They're very long lasting. They last up to 100,000 miles. So guys, thank you again for watching, and I hope this fixes your problem as well. If not, helps you troubleshooting your problem. Take care.